Welcome to Smart Remarks, where maybe I should run for the GOP nomination. After all, I'm not Mitt either. If you've been watching the Republican debates and the race for the GOP presidential nod, you've probably been laughing as hard as I am. You know, you've got Mitt Romney, the guy who's going to win the nomination, and you've got everyone else. But of course, conservatives are all outraged and they hate Romney. So they're engaged in this desperate search for someone to knock Romney off course. It's a flavor of the month type of thing. First we had Michelle Bachmann, but she didn't last long, thank God. Then we had Rick Perry. Hey, Rick Perry's going to be the man to beat. He's going to be tough to beat. It's not. Then we had Herman Cain, who seemed to be riding along fine until the sexual harassment allegations surfaced. And then earlier this month, there was a video of an interview he did with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel newspaper. Really, look it up on YouTube and check it out. It's quite the train wreck.
No, that's a different one.
So Cain's probably toast, and now we have a new Not-Mitt flavor of the month. I give you, ta-da! Newt Gingrich. Although, by the time you watch this, Newt might already be tanking in the polls, because Newt's stirring controversy not because of his outraged political views, but because he reportedly took up to $1.8 million from Freddie Mac, the government-sponsored mortgage company, which conservatives insist helped cause the housing bubble and the financial crisis. Gingrich apparently had two contracts to, quote-unquote, advise Freddie Mac. He says he was merely a historian and told Freddie Mac its policies were insane. Freddie Mac, as you might imagine, disputes that account. And I find it fascinating because, you know, the right wants to blame the crisis on the likes of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. But here Gingrich was shilling for them? In fact, as reported over at TalkingPointsMemo.com, Gingrich actually went on Hannity's program in September and demanded a congressional investigation into lawmakers who took money from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Apparently he wanted to get himself on the stand. So you can see why this whole Not-Mitt thing is a problem. Conservatives are desperately seeking somebody or anybody who can knock Mitt off stride, but it ain't happening, and here's a news flash, it won't. Gingrich will fade, and then we'll have a new Not-Mitt flavor of the month. You know, maybe that's why Rick Santorum is hanging around. It'll be his turn next, right? But none of it matters, because Mitt Romney is the most broadly acceptable candidate in the field, and if Republicans want to appeal to the disaffected center, they'll nominate Romney. Lots of Republicans know this, and that drives conservatives insane. So expect the search for Not-Mitt to continue, and Not-Mitt might actually do well in the initial primaries, but it'll never last. There is no conservative savior on the horizon. Chris Christie's not coming. Sarah Palin's, God forbid, she's not coming. What we see with the conservative field is what we're going to get. And the more we see of it, the better Romney looks.